Well, then we'll call the meeting to order and to adopt the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to adopt tonight's agenda.
And I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda. Bill, you in favor?
Yes, sir.
Denise, in favor?
I am in favor.
Is Bonnie?
Bonnie's in favor.
Okay, I am too. So, no, anybody opposed? Not all those in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, we'll move in to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second
the motion.
Second that.
Motion's been made and second to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Okay, Bill,
I approve.
Denise,
I approve.
Bonnie,
I approve.
I approve too. The motion's carried. Okay, then we'll move on to the park financial information.
Mr. Chair, Ken, Stacy is on too when we vote.
Pardon?
Stacy is on the meeting too.
Stacy?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Stacy.
That's okay. I approve both.
She's in stealth mode. She doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, this, you young people that understand this computer stuff, us old people, we're lost.
Okay, park financial information. The first page is our two capital funds. This is the year-end balance for the most part. So the top one there is our park acquisition and development fund with a balance of 120,000. We did not spend very much out of that this year. The park capital fund, we purchased the 2 playgrounds and some baseball field maintenance equipment for the full-size regulation baseball field. So our ending balance in that one is 143,709, which is pretty close to what we had planned to help pay for a couple big expenditures we have coming up in 2021. One of them is the Booster West playground and some trails. So we'll start getting more into that probably next month or March with the capital improvement planning to go over all those in more detail and what it's earmarked for spending. On the second page is the park maintenance fund. That's our end of the year balance there. We were quite a bit under budget because of our staffing levels were a lot lower this year. We finished about $60,000 under budget. Well, like I said, most of that was from our staffing levels with 3 retirements and some new employees. We were without employees for a while there too.
So does this money roll over, Nate?
No, it does not stay in this fund. It goes into the general fund for the entire city. And some of this is a reflection of our other public works. We've kind of talked about this in the past. We have our parks maintenance and our street maintenance budget, and they're a little bit interchangeable. The employees are coded out into both, but they do work in either department, so it's not a true reflection of one department or the other. But both of them were under this year, and that money will go back into the capital fund to be used by the city for any purpose they see fit.
I see our tire expense was quite high, yeah?
Which one? Tires? Yeah. Yeah, that was the tires for our tractor. That was one set of tires that's needed about every 6 or 7 years. And that's just what they cost. We don't put a lot of money in that budget for each line item, but every few years it's going to be expensive to replace some of those tires. Other years we don't spend hardly anything out of it, so.
Okay.
You guys, I think it's nice to finally see some money in these acquisition and development funds and improvement or capital funds too. I look forward to having those conversations and talking about some of those projects.
Start doing some things.
Yeah,
The park acquisition and development fund, that's really gone up with the different, East Belleville Apartments, the Cambia Hills, the Viking Preserve. There'll be quite a bit more when the, other property gets developed along the highway there this year and the coming years too, so. That park dedication is not included in that, so that'll significantly add to that balance too.
Nice.
and now that we have Shelley back as our liaison, maybe we can get some money to start building that trails fund again, like we had, was it 3 or 4 years ago when they took that money out of the trails fund?
Right.
So thank you, Shelley, for that.
So you know she was perked by being on the parks.
Whatever I can do to help, let me know.
Any
All
other
right, I'll make a
questions?
motion to accept the financial information.
Bonnie will second.
Motion's been made second to approve the park financial information. Bill,
I approve.
Stacy,
I approve.
Bonnie,
I approve.
Denise,
I approve.
I approve. Motion's carried. Then we'll move on to item number 5, the athletic field request.
Consider approval of the 2021 athletic field reservation request. The city of East Bethel has received ball field requests for regular weekend use from Slaughterville Blaine Athletic Association, St. Francis Youth Baseball, St. Francis Fast Pitch, and East Bethel Bandits, as well as 2 weekend tournaments. And since this has gone on, we've actually received another application from the Minnesota Snowcats, and they have 3 weekend tournaments that do not interfere with any of these other tournaments on here.
What you should point out is softball.
The St. Francis Fast Pitch. Oh, Snowcats is fast. Yeah, Snowcats is a fast pitch softball league. SBAA is requesting the use of the fields 1 through 8 on Booster West and East from April 12th to July 15th, 4 nights a week, and a few Fridays and Saturdays. They're also requesting the baseball field Monday through Friday. That's our full-size regulation baseball field from June 1st to July 30th. St. Francis Youth Baseball is requesting 2 fields a night on Tuesdays and Thursdays from April 6th to July 29th. St. Francis Fast Pitch is requesting 1 field on Tuesdays and Thursdays from April 27th to June 29th. And the East Bethel Bandits would like to use the baseball field 1 night a week up until about the middle of May is what they're looking at now. So I put together, I will show you just a kind of a quick, this is pretty much the same request that we've had in previous years. Everybody wants them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What we've done is, let me see if I can share this. We put together a schedule and tried to give every organization at least one of the 4-plex fields on the nights that they want it. So each color represents a different organization. Early on, it's a lot of SBAA, but as we get into the season, it's a lot more complicated. Orange are the Minnesota Snowcats. Is everybody seeing that?
Yep, I am.
The baseball field is on the bottom, and it's 1 through 8 are the fields on top. So we've been working on this. I think we've got most of everybody accommodated as best that we can. The 4-plex on Booster West is where everybody kind of wants to be at because they're irrigated and the grass is usually nicer with the outfield fences too. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, each one of the organizations gets 1 field when they're all requesting it, and then 1 of the fields on 5 through 8. You can see there's quite a few games scheduled throughout the summer.
Well, that's what we want.
Correct, yeah. And then
Where we said everybody filled out on a Whispering Aspen community contract. community center contract.
On the form,
Yep, for St. Francis baseball tournament, softball. They're filled out on the Whispering Aspen Community Center.
can you look at that?
I have to say, I noticed that too.
Where are you looking at that on there?
Right on the top. Can you see me?
Let me, I gotta make your screen bigger. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry, Denise, can you show that again?
Right next to the East Bethel logo.
Yeah,
Can you see it? I don't know where my camera is.
application form for the use of city park facilities in Whispering Aspen Community Center.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same form for all of our parks and Whispering Aspen.
Oh, okay. I was just thrown off by that. I'm like, why are they filling that out? There's no baseball fields there.
Oh, yeah, no, it's one form for all of our park facilities. If you look on the second page, there's a, you can rent Whispering Aspen. So it's the same form we use for everything. It's not the easiest form, but it covers everything.
I just wanted to double check in case we had to redo something.
Okay.
And then I have another question. Are we charging the same amount for the baseball field as we are for the new baseball field as we are for the regular fields?
Yes, it's the same price as the fourplex baseball field, or softball field, I guess, the 1 through 4, the irrigated fields. And all the organizations are charged the same amount now too. We used to give them a discount with East Bethel residents, but we've kind of gone away from that because it's hard to keep track of, and there's so many.
Right, and they don't know until registration is done anyway.
Correct, yep.
Nate, Bonnie has a question.
Yeah,
I'm wondering about the concession stand. I see some are requesting and some aren't. How are we handling that?
in the past, SBA has run a concession stand. We've let some of the other teams use it for their tournaments, but the day-to-day operation is SBA. It's kind of hard to have different groups in there because they keep all their stuff inside the concession stand.
Right.
Yeah. I think we covered pretty much everybody as best that we can. There's definitely a lot of desire to use the booster complex. We haven't had any requests for any of the other ball fields on the outside parks at all.
Well, at least they're going to be able to play ball.
Yeah, hopefully everything should be good this year, not like last year when it was a mess.
It looked like there was a note in the,
Bonnie will make a motion to approve the request as submitted, understanding we did the best we could and there are not conflicts, hopefully.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the applications as noted. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I got one more quick, simple question. It looked like the background information, Nate, that the costs that you're charging, the fees you're charging, pretty much cover the costs. You're comfortable with all that still?
Yeah, we look at that when we do our fee schedule each year. We try and want to keep the costs as low as we can for the kids in the city to play. But just enough to help cover our costs for the maintenance of the fields and offset it. We always come out pretty even at the end of the year. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions? If not, Stacy,
I approve.
Bonnie,
I approve.
Bill,
I approve.
Denise,
I approve.
and I approve. The motion carries. Then we, will move on to item number 6. Shelley, pleased to meet you. Glad to have you aboard with us.
Thank you.
So if you have anything to bring,
Well, I've only attended one meeting, and that was last night. And I got sworn in. And unfortunately, I am in the middle of learning a whole bunch of stuff, so I don't have anything to report at this time. Except for that, I'm new, I'm learning, and thank you for having me.
Well, that's a plus. Did you guys meet on the East Bethel, where Bethel took and made their own park on our land? Was there a meeting on that yet?
There is, I don't know the exact outcome of that right now. I know they were asking them to take down the sign that said City Park on it. There was some question of liability on the land itself. And I think they're still working on that. Yep.
okay, anybody else have any?
We've got our outdoor rink is open and ready to go. It's open until 10 o'clock during every night of the week. The lights will be on there. There's no warming house. The ice is in pretty good shape. We've got a lot of requests to get out on that. The cross-country ski trails are open and have been groomed. And as far as outdoor recreation goes, we were cleaning up the trails at City Park, so we get a lot of walkers on the Booster Park trails. And sliding hills have had a lot of use too so far, so we've got 3 of those that see a lot of use.
Where are the sliding hills in East Bethel?
There's one at Booster West, kind of by the parking lot, on the northeast corner of the parking lot there. We've got one at Norsland Manor Park where we had our outdoor meeting with the neighborhood, I think it's 2 summers ago now. On the opposite side of the park from where we were, there's a sliding hill. And there's one at Northern Boundaries Park, which is across Highway 65 on 221st from City Hall. And 7th Street is the cross street.
Got it, thank you.
Yep.
Nate, this is Bonnie. I was asked about the sliding hill thing. Are all these, that as I was trying to remember, are all these sand and then, or do some of them encompass plowing to make a hill?
They're all just natural hills that we mow, so the grass
That's
is.
what I thought, yeah.
Yep. We don't do any maintenance on them in the wintertime. There is another one actually that's kind of started at Oak Brook Acres Park. That's an undeveloped park that has prairie grass on it, but people still slide on that one too.
Okay, but they're all structures that end up just having snow on them. Is there any grooming involved?
There is no grooming, no.
Okay, so it's just a kind of a natural structure that evolved.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, they've been built. I mean, they're pretty tall. They're I don't know, they're probably 20, 30 feet high. So they're pretty
Right.
good. But in their mowed, so there's not a lot of grass on them. You can slide pretty easy on them. A couple kids get on there. They make their own trails and jumps and whatnot.
Right.
The pond
Thank
in West Green Athens is being used a little bit now. I'm happy to see some of the kids out there playing hockey and others just skating, so they're making good use of the pond now. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
I've been up to the Northland sliding hill, actually not this year, but in previous years, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good hill.
It's not so high that you're tired out by the time you get back up to the top, and it's high enough where you get a little speed coming.
For an
down.
old fart like me.
Yeah, me too.
So the pitch
You're
on
just a
those,
young
or
guy, Bill.
the height, Nate, is actually like 30 feet, or am I hearing?
Yeah, I would say 20 to 30 feet.
Okay,
The one at northern boundaries on the backside is a lot higher. It's a longer run if you're looking for a little bit bigger hill. That's probably the biggest one we have.
Nate, is there any more talk or any talk yet about going back to in-person meetings?
Not anytime soon.
Okay,
Yeah, they talk about it, but they haven't approved it yet.
okay,
It'll come from the city council once they start doing meetings in person, and the commissions and will too then.
okay.
We purchased some plexiglass barricades to divide it up a little bit, so there's enough room to get some spacing in there, but it's not perfect.
Okay, anybody else have anything? If not, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
To adjourn.
Motion's been made, second to adjourn. Stacy?
Second. Approve. Whatever you need. Where we're at.
My hearing on some of this is not the best. I have to apologize. Denise?
I agree.
Bill?
I approve.
Aye. Motion is carried. Thank you.